What is the current focus of managerial accounting? That is for practitioners, for scholars, those looking into the effects overall within the organization of managerial accounting. What is the current focus today? Well, to start with, we know that managerial accounting is internal in nature. It is the assembly of information. It is the analysis of that information to assist with managerial planning, managerial decision making, that type of thing. So what are the current focuses? Number one, impact on the organizational structure. How does this information, the assembly of it, the analysis of it affect organizational structure and how operations are organized? Okay, a major function of management is the organization of, again, assembly of resources, allocation of resources, and that includes the organizational structure. So to what extent does managerial accounting affect that? Focus on the customer. How does the results of managerial accounting, the data that's generated, the analysis that takes place and occurs, to what extent is that data, like marketing, focusing on the customer, customer satisfaction, customer value? Okay. Cross-functional teams. What is the effect of this organizational structure whereby individuals from differing functional groups within the organization work together towards specific tasks or goals within the organization? Computer integrated manufacturing, basically computerized operation. How does the automation, the introduction of systematic processes, okay, computer-based processes towards the manufacture of goods or services, how does that affect, or how is that affected, and to what extent does it affect managerial accounting, the constant recording of information, the use or the implementation of information as part of this process to make certain efficiencies happen, or inefficiencies are reduced, at least, that type of thing. Okay. Time-based compensation. Continuing on with the theme of manufacturing efficiency, how does the use of information analyzed internally affect, once again, internal efficiencies, and how is that used as a means or method of differentiation from competition out there in the market? Okay, the product life cycle. To what extent does the managerial accounting process have an effect on the product life cycle and the various stages that a product goes through? And to what extent does it lead toward diversification of product lines and things like that? Is there a shortening of the life cycle? Can data be used to maintain the peak there without going through the trough, or to accelerate the growth of the product? That type of thing. Okay. Global competition. Data is continuously used to understand your differing segments and how anything you do affects your consumer within the given environment in which you're operating. We know that global environments have different operating needs and characteristics. With that being said, the data that's generated, the analyses that happen, does it affect decisions with regard to how companies go global, the extent to which they invest or allocate resources to that process? What is their approach management-wise to make certain efficiencies and effectiveness is achieved? Okay, information technology and communication technology. To what extent does improved IT systems affect overall performance? Once again, this is the reason it's a managerial accounting function, is because performance is often measured, once again, through things like cost, revenues, total profit, return on assets, things like that. And the implementation of systems can certainly have an effect on those metrics, and the data produced through the managerial accounting process is, once again, useful towards that determination. Total quality management, which is, again, an efficiency approach that seeks to minimize waste, minimize downtime, that type of thing, so you maximize efficiency. Again, the primary metrics employed as part of this process are oftentimes collected and analyzed as part of the managerial accounting process. Again, along those same line, continuous improvement, which is a control function of management but fits into the heart of total quality management. Again, the idea that you're always looking to better your operations, to reduce waste, to increase output, that type of thing. So the extent to which continuous improvement is integrated with the managerial accounting function. And then lastly, cost management systems. Cost accounting is somewhat the heart of managerial accounting. Understanding cost, allocating cost, reducing cost, maximizing what you get for an incurred cost, that type of thing has long been a focus and continues to be a primary focus of managerial accounting. So taken together, these are the current focuses of managerial accounting with regard to practice, research, and once again, actual implementation within the organization.